Welcome to the Benzano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. No sports league has a more insufferable bunch than the WNBA. The players in the WNBA, outside of maybe five, are the most unlikable group of people to ever concentrate in one sports league in the history of the world. The players in the WNBA, they feel oppressed. Why? Because they just want to complain. They feel marginalized. How? You'd have to ask them. They don't even know. WNBA players continue to refuse to stand for the national anthem. WNBA players, every time they get a microphone placed in front of them, they continue to tell you how much they dislike this country. They continue to tell you how racist everybody is, how sexist everybody is. The only reason why people aren't watching is because the entire country are a bunch of misogynist pigs. They hate the WNBA. They hate black women. Even more, they hate black lesbians. They're the worst. Nothing to do with the play being substandard. Nothing to do with them being an unlikable bunch. But of course, it has everything to do with racism. Everything to do with sexism and misogyny. Last night, the Indiana Fever faced the Phoenix Mercury. The Phoenix Mercury, the last time the Indiana Fever played, a couple games before, that was the game that Alyssa Thomas put her fist in Caitlin Clark's throat. So the Indiana Fever played the Phoenix Mercury yesterday, and the players on the Phoenix Mercury, the entire team, refused to come out for the national anthem, and they are getting wrecked for it. But that's a pattern in the WNBA. It's not just one team, it's not just two teams, it's not just three teams. If there's 15 teams in the WNBA, 14 of them refuse to come out for the national anthem. The one team that comes out is the Indiana Fever. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Inbox the WNBA's Phoenix Mercury team reportedly walked off the court yesterday during the national anthem. They lost 92-89, by the way. Fuck around and find out. And in this picture here, if you take a look, on the right side of this picture, you have the Indiana Fever team lined up. And on the left side of the picture, on the left side of the court, you have nobody lined up. Because the Phoenix Mercury, as this police officer is giving you the national anthem, the Phoenix Mercury are hiding, shaking in their locker room. Because it's too much for them to show respect for the country that allows them the privileges that they currently have. But like I said, it's not just the Phoenix Mercury. This was in Toronto when they're doing the national anthems in Toronto. Now, when you're in Toronto, when you're in Canada, before the game, you have the Canadian national anthem and you have the American national anthem. The Dallas Wings, another WNBA team, for those of you who may not know, another team that decided to stay in the locker room during the national anthem. We have another team, the Connecticut Sun, during the national anthem. One team, this was a few years ago, you have one team, the Connecticut Sun, staying in their locker room during the national anthem. You have another team, the Indiana Fever, out on the court during the national anthem. Last year during the playoffs, you have the Indiana Fever out there on the court during the national anthem. You have another team, the Las Vegas Aces, hiding, shaking due to oppression in their locker room during the national anthem. Now we have a few years ago when LSU faced Iowa during Women's March Madness is what they're calling it now. You have the LSU players leaving the court before the national anthem, and then you have the Iowa players staying out on the court during the national anthem. So not only is this a WNBA deal, this is a women's basketball in general situation. As Behind the Line would say, making up mythical racism in their mind. Protesting, well, there's really nothing that they can protest, but in their mind, I'm sure they have a reason that they think is valid. They think they are not equal. Don't know why they think that. You can't make this up. But of course, they're getting crushed for this. If your country makes it possible for you to flourish and you treat your country with disrespect after the fact, then go fuck yourself. Glad they lost. What other country would give them so much? They should love America more than anyone. The WNBA has to be the most vile group of women I've ever had the displeasure to watch. To be clear, I base my thoughts on clips because I don't hate myself enough to watch a game. Damn. If it's the goal of the players, minus Caitlin, who breathed new life into this dying league to destroy the WNBA, they are doing a damn good job. That should have been an automatic forfeiture of the game. Why would anyone even want to perform anything at any of their games? What a big bull lesbian joke of a league. They do understand the N in WNBA stands for national, right? They maybe don't. They might not. They might not. Pretty brazen for players that wouldn't be making a dime from basketball if not for the men subsidizing the league. Oh, we got the Sophie Cunningham meme. Don't disrespect the national anthem. Did they learn nothing from Kaepernick? This story always ends the same way. As they say in England, Allahu Akbar. You got to give it to the WNBA. They really don't want this league to have any success at all. I'm not surprised a bunch of black woke lesbians wouldn't approve of a cop singing the national anthem. Wow. I remember when teams played basketball without traveling, flopping, and walked off the national anthem in their own court. Maybe ownership needs to hear from fans how disrespectful actions affect their community. Owners allow these teams to do that. Owners allow these teams to do that. For those keeping track, the Phoenix Mercury did a throw punch on Caitlin Clark. They then got backlash for it. The backlash was naturally claimed as racism, so they then walked out on the national anthem to protest. Fuck around and find out. Go play in Afghanistan if you hate this country so much. Damn. Typical of this loser team. Well, when you start off with no respect and walk off like a loser, you end like a loser. Literally the worst of us. There is nothing redeeming about anything to do with this product. Wow. Now, this person, of course, is lying. I was there. Stop lying. Both teams were out there, but you clearly see the picture. Only one team was out there. These people will gaslight you and lie to you, thinking that your eyes are deceiving you. W is a joke, always has been, and always will be. Wow, they are receiving backlash. And usually for the WNBA, when they get talked about in the public sphere, it's never a good thing. 99% of the time, the WNBA hits national news. 99% of the time, it is never for anything positive. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.